Hello friends, welcome to the MJM Horror channel. Today's scariest story is about the hatred and enmity of Kong and Skar King, a hatred that must either lead to an alliance or destroy both of them in a terrible event. So please stay with me as always. In the heart of a primordial jungle, where sunlight barely penetrated the dense canopy, two titans dueled. Kong, the mighty ape, and Skar King, the monstrous lizard. Their rivalry was as old as the jungle itself, a feud passed down through generations, fueling a hatred that burned deep within their souls. Kong, with his immense strength and agility, was a creature of legend, his roar echoing through the valleys. Skar King, with his scaly hide and razor-sharp teeth, was a force of nature, his presence alone enough to strike fear into the hearts of lesser beings. Their battles were epic, their clashes shaking the earth, their rivalry a constant threat to the fragile balance of the jungle. One night, a strange fog descended upon the jungle. It was thick and heavy, obscuring the sun and casting an eerie glow. As the fog thickened, the titans felt a strange unease. Their senses, usually so sharp, became dulled. The fog seemed to seep into their very souls, clouding their judgment and fueling their rage. In this state of heightened aggression, Kong and Skar King clashed with a ferocity they had never before displayed. Their battle was a blur of violence, a chaotic dance of destruction. The jungle, once teeming with life, was laid waste. Trees were uprooted, the ground was torn asunder, and the air was filled with the stench of blood. As the fog began to lift, the titans realized the horror of what they had done. The once vibrant jungle was a barren wasteland, a testament to their destructive power. Exhausted and remorseful, they stood face to face, their eyes filled with a newfound understanding. In that moment, they realized that their hatred was a curse, a cycle of violence that would never end. With a heavy heart, they turned away from each other, vowing to never fight again. As they walked away, their footsteps echoing through the desolate landscape, a new dawn was breaking. The age of titans was over, and a new era of peace was beginning. But the jungle was not yet at peace. The fog, it seemed, had left behind a sinister legacy. As the day turned into weeks, strange and disturbing things began to happen. Animals that had once been peaceful and docile became aggressive and hostile. Plants, once lush and vibrant, withered and died. A darkness, a primal evil, was spreading through the jungle. Kong and Skar King, realizing the danger, knew they had no choice but to work together. They set out to discover the source of the darkness, their old rivalry forgotten in the face of a greater threat. Their journey took them deep into the heart of the jungle, through treacherous terrain and into the realm of ancient, forgotten creatures. Along the way, they encountered horrifying creatures, each more terrifying than the last. They faced monstrous spiders that lurked in the shadows, giant snakes that slithered through the undergrowth, and a shadowy figure that seemed to stalk them from the darkness. Finally, they reached the source of the darkness, a hidden temple buried deep within the jungle. Inside, they found a powerful artifact, a relic of an ancient civilization. The artifact, corrupted by the fog, was radiating a sinister energy that was poisoning the jungle. With a combined effort, Kong and Skar King managed to destroy the artifact. As they did so, the darkness that had enveloped the jungle began to dissipate. The fog lifted, revealing a landscape that was slowly recovering. The animals returned to their normal behavior, the plants began to grow again. The jungle was saved, but at a great cost. Kong and Skar King, exhausted and wounded, knew that their journey was far from over. The scars of their past would always be with them, a constant reminder of the destructive power they possessed. But they also knew that they had the power to do good, to protect the jungle and all its inhabitants. From that day forward, Kong and Skar King became protectors of the jungle. Their ancient rivalry was replaced by a bond of friendship, forged in the crucible of darkness. They watched over the jungle, ensuring that the peace they had fought so hard to achieve would endure. Thanks to the dear friends and viewers who watched the story till the end. So, if you enjoyed today's horror video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write your comments. And I leave it to the great God until Thursday.